guys, it's the Real Aquarian here. I'm doing the monthly read for Scorpio, and so I'm just going to jump right in. How is Scorpio doing today? Well, I hope, and if not, I certainly hope that things improve with haste. Alright, Scorpio, let's see what we got for you this month. See how things are shaking out. Oh, I guess I could put it there. Oh, now I can see. Okay. Oh, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. This is not... I'll say this. I like to always look for the silver linings, and so I will be on this monthly read for you, Scorpio. Not bad, just there's a lesson that you have to learn this month. And unfortunately, that comes with like a knock. You know, that's how we learn when there's a not the greatest of imprints, you know, on us. But so we have the Seven of Swords here. So what I'm seeing is betrayal. Whether that's you or someone else, but there's an energy, an element of betrayal that comes in this month, Scorpio, that is just unfortunate. If it is you, the message comes through as you need to weigh very heavily your options here. How you proceed with this will have consequences. And so weigh those consequences very heavily. Think real hard on what you may be thinking about doing. And I don't say that judgmentally. And that's because, you know, sometimes you find yourself in a position where you really think the only way forward is to, you know, kind of go low a little. Kind of, you know, be secretive. Kind of little underhanded, little working on the fringes. You're not trying to get anybody paying attention to what you're doing. You know, that kind of backdoor, you know, deceptive kind of way about you. You know, if that's you. If it's someone else, the message comes through as be very alert this month. Be very aware. You're watching your six this month. You're watching your own back. You know, oftentimes with betrayal, more than not, it's somebody close, you know, and that's where it hurts the most because it's somebody you thought you could trust. So be very careful of those in your orbit this month, Scorpio, if it isn't you and there might be someone around kind of sneaking. And this could be in any aspect of life. Who's creeping? Because somebody's looking to creep. Be careful because karma is real. And, again, non-judgmentally, that's just fact. Karma's real. What you put out, the energies you put out, if this is you, think it through. Because what you put out, you get back. Make sure you're not intentionally trying to, hurt people, you know? Like, make sure that's not part of your process forward, you know what I mean? Just be careful of that. And if it is someone around you that's being that way, be very careful. You don't want to you don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want to be, you know, in the line of fire of this kind of energy that comes through. You know, you don't want to take a direct hit of betrayal, which may end up happening anyway, depending on the situation, depending on the level of severity that this card is carrying to you and your situation. So then we have the Empress in reverse, which tells me that either way, whether it's you or someone else, this month, as a result, you're faced with a loss of self, a loss of connection to self. This is about kind of becoming kind of, you know, discombobulated, disoriented, lack of hearing of, you know, a lack of trust rather, you know, of yourself. You start kind of throwing haterade on yourself. This is like a, what's the word? You kind of spiral out this month of negative thought. You know what I mean? This is about not being complete. You know, when something like this happens, whether you betray someone and have to go through the consequences, because remember, this could also mean, you know, the consequence of something like this, if it is you could be breaking real bonds with people. Just understand that. That's why I'm saying, really think about how you proceed. But this, with the Empress reversed, what you're experiencing is like a real sense of loss. Like, you don't feel complete because there's a part of you that has been wounded. You know what I mean? Like, there's an ache, there's a hole, there's a void, there's this kind of, yeah, you feel like you're missing something. And that kind of spirals and tailspins you into this, you know, feeling as though there's something wrong with you, or that it's your fault, or, you know, and it could be, this could be as a result of your actions. So just be mindful of this now. With the Two of Coins that comes in, what I'm seeing here is whichever or whoever it is, if that's you or someone else that's doing this kind of, you know, stealthy kind of deceivery, you'll still feel this void regardless of you or someone else having done that. So consider that in your decisions. You will feel this. But with the Two of Coins, what I'm seeing here is, as a result of this kind of bottoming out, as a result of feeling this void, you kind of, you take a knock. You kind of fall down. You fall on your butt. Whether that's by your hand or someone else's. You fall on your butt. And you get back up, and there's this kind of refocusing that's necessary. You have to pick yourself up, Scorpio, this month. After this, you have to get back up, dust yourself off. Okay, this didn't work. Whatever this was, someone else or you, this was a shit situation, did not work out for you. Either way, you're kind of messed up as a result, you know. It fucks with your flow. It's one of those, you know, great, now you ruined it. Whatever this was, it ruined. It ruined the situation for yourself. You are off balance now as a result of this. But the Two of Coins makes you stand back up, and then you face this new kind of renewed sense of refocusing, a renewed sense of, you know, kind of readjusting where you put your energy towards, what, you know, how you're going to make your steps forward. So the Two of Coins tells me you're seeking balance. You are going to be going, okay, this unbalanced me, whatever this was, someone else's fault or my own. This set me off. I'm not well. I'm not feeling whole. I'm not feeling quite right. Something missing, you know? And that's connection to self. That's what you're losing here. It's your own personal kind of power. So you seek that balance again. You will refocus and readjust and be like, okay, this is what I need to get back first. You know, better position myself towards the future. The warning here, don't fixate on the future so much that you kind of, you know, end up missing out on your life in the present. You know, you want to fill this void, but don't just think down the line. Think about now. This is about getting your house in order. You know, in all aspects of life. Get your life in order. You know, find organized. That would be a good word here. That's where you find your balance. Even the small tasks. Write them down. Get your to-do list going again. You know what I mean? Like, you need to start, getting your house in order. You need to start making real moves to kind of settle the other things in your life, ever working towards more balance. And that's how you find it. Get organized. Get your house in order. And then we have the Six of Cups, which just tells me that there's this real, so you have to get your house in order, which is all aspects of your life. And now you got to get you back in order after this kind of unbalancing that happens this month. You got to get you back in order. And so one of the ways to do that is the Six of Cups. So when that pops up, that's letting you know that looking on the past fondly is, you know, kind of doubly good for you. Looking on the past fondly not only, you know, makes you smile, makes you laugh, makes you feel good, but it kind of brings forth this positive energy. What the Six of Cups is telling you is, as you're getting your house in order this month, as you're getting all other aspects of your life kind of balanced out as much as possible, because you don't like this feeling, remember. Not a good feeling, not a good headspace to be in. A spiritual space, not a good one either. You want to find balance. This is unbalanced. But you seek balance in all aspects of life. As you're doing this, you have to sometimes stop and think on the past fondly, because you're also remembering how, you know, if you're remembering your life, you're remembering all aspects of it, the good and the bad. You don't focus on the negative, you know, but you have overcome things. You have had experiences in your life, good and bad. And what you need to focus on then as you're looking on the past is the fact that you've overcome them. It's not what you overcame that matters. Don't fixate on the negative aspect of the past. Focus on the fact that you fucking overcame it. That is the message here. Getting the house in order, getting all aspects of life balanced as well as possible, because you are unbalanced as a result of some sort of betrayal, some sort of disappointment, some sort of sneakery, whether that's you or someone else. I stress that because it depends on your situation. But so you fall on your butt, you need to get back up, get as balanced as humanly possible for yourself. You want to get back to a good, comfortable space. And that's part of the life lesson that you learn this month, Scorpio, is the need for that balance in your life. Okay? Because we have the Temperance card here. And that's exactly what Temperance is telling you. You seek and ye shall find. You fell on your butt and you need to get to a place of, you know, need to get back to the balance. Working on it, actually actively making moves to tackle the little things before you get to the big things. Getting all aspects of life sort of a little more organized, a little less chaotic. Remembering how strong you are just from the evidence of your past. You get to a place of that kind of balance. You re-find that kind of harmony that you had previously lost this month. And so the life lesson is not only the importance of balance in your life, but the real value of that balance, because it creates that sense of harmony. It creates that sense of self-awareness where you are just more even-footed as you move forward in your life. You will be better aspected not only in the present, but in your future, for your future, which you do think about. Way better if you really do kind of heed the advice this month that you're getting. Think back. Don't focus on the dark aspects of the past, the negative things that you have had to overcome. Think of the fact that you overcame them, and you pull that positivity of those realizations, those acknowledgments of your self-strength. You pull that to the forefront, pull that to the present, and you will find the balance that you seek. So it is a life lesson, but it is aspected well. What we have here that just like to sneak in for a second here. So we have the Three of Wands reversed. So what I'm getting for you is the issue of lack of foresight. So what we have here is with the Seven of Swords, whether that's you or someone else, part of the lesson that you have to learn is not only balance, but the self-awareness, the value of the self-awareness you get as a result of that. If someone is backstabbing, if someone is betraying, or you think that you need to betray or backstab to kind of get ahead or whatever, you really need to weigh that carefully, because how you proceed here for the month, Scorpio, will kind of determine whether or not you've heeded the kind of advice that the cards are laying out. This is lack of foresight, so you need to work on your foresight. This is about weighing the consequences very heavily, very thoughtfully before you proceed. So it's one of those things where you have to acknowledge that the good and the bad, much like looking on the past, you have to acknowledge that the bad's there. You don't have to fixate on it, but you do acknowledge that the good and the bad go hand in hand. You know, that is the journey of life. That is what it is, you know. We have to take the good with the bad. Silver lining of that, then you appreciate the good that much more. And so that's what I'm seeing here. You will appreciate and have a renewed sense of value over the balance that you seek in your life. And then having obtained it, you really do kind of cherish it a little more because you've learned this lesson that people's actions or your actions could literally turn you upside down, could take something from you that you probably didn't think was possible, you know, to affect you on this kind of level, whether that's your actions or someone else's. So just be very careful, develop some foresight. Really, you know, even there, when you're thinking to your past, you know, like I said, don't fixate on the negative things, but just understand that not everything's always going to be roses and perfect, you know. When these challenges arrive, you know, all you can do is better prepare yourself for them. And that is with foresight, you know, kind of thinking it through, thinking about what may come as a result of the actions that you take or the actions of others. Okay, so that is the monthly read for Scorpio. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I wasn't too tough on you. Like I said, there's no judgment here. Everybody's been in sneaky kind of moments. And that may not be you. That may be someone else. Just keep your eyes open. So find the balance, Scorpio. Otherwise, you're just left upside down and disconnected to yourself. So this was the monthly read for Scorpio. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. I know I already said that. And I will see you guys next time. Auf Wiedersehen.